Alright, so I've seen people do Hunger Games simulators, and I thought they were hilarious, so I figured I have a lot of friends who I play Lethal Company with, and we die a lot. So I thought it'd be funny to put myself and all my friends into this Hunger Games simulator, along with all the Lethal Company monsters, and just see what happens. This one's mainly, like, meant to be made for my friends, but I'm just gonna upload it on YouTube anyways, because why not? Some people might find it entertaining. So alright, let's go through everybody. So first of all, in District 1, we got Goon. He's sort of like the glue that holds the group together, because he's always the host. It's always him who decides whenever we stream. He's the one who kind of got everyone together, so he gets to be in District 1, along with his nemesis, the Coilhead. He always seems to run into these guys, it's pretty funny. Next in District 2 we have Helga, and then we have the Bracken. Then we have Manson in District 3 with the Yippee, and I put these two together because they're very similar, because they make me laugh, and they die really easily. In District 4, I put myself here, there's me, along with my nemesis, the Nutcracker. Yeah, we have history. It's pretty fun. Up next is Sarah in District 5 with the eyeless dog, because she tends to get killed by those the most. Sarah is sort of our designated ship mom, so she's usually the one who's outside the most. Next we have District 6. I put Twin and the Mimic together because her mask looks just like the Mimic's mask, and every time I see her come around the corner in the dark, I get like jump scared a little bit. It's pretty funny. Next we have Deadpool in District 7 and the Thumper, an enemy and a character who are really good at killing. Then we have Barbecue and the Blob in District 8. I put those two together because they both love the boombox. Next we have the Forest Giant and Gingy. Then we have Ross and the Old Bird together in District 10. And then finally we have Hasdingo and the Ghost Girl in District 11. I put these two together because you very rarely see them. And then finally in District 12 I ran out of friends, so we have Jeb and the Jester. So that is everyone. So we're gonna proceed. Let's see what happens. As the tributes stand on their podium, the horn sounds. Coilhead receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Twin finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Good for her. The Forest Giant runs away from the cornucopia. Oh god, the eyeless dog rips a mace out of Manson's hands. Didn't kill him though, that's good. Ross, the Blob, the Mimic, and Barb share everything they gathered before running. Well, that's generous. I love that. The Thumper runs away from the cornucopia. Gingy runs away from the cornucopia. The Nutcracker runs away from the cornucopia. The Ghost Girl gathers as much food as she can. The Jester scares Haz away from the cornucopia. Helga runs away from the cornucopia. Jeb runs away from the cornucopia. Don't know how that's possible. Deadpool grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Aw, sorry Deadpool. Yep, there it is. The Bracken kills Sarah for her supplies. That's very in character for the Bracken. I'm sure I would have been more surprised if it said snaps her neck. Rest in peace, Sarah. First one to get killed. No, Goon! How could you have done this? I'm dead! Okay, Goon decapitates me with a sword. Well, I'm out. I died really quickly, okay. The Old Bird runs away from the cornucopia, and then the Yippee snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Nice. Love it. Well, that was kind of a bloodbath. Alright, let's see what happens next. I think Sarah and I were the only ones that died. Deadpool sprains his ankle while running away from Manson. That's cool. Ghost Girl hunts for other tributes. I'm sure she does. Gingy stalks the Mimic. Barb attacks the Old Bird, but she manages to escape. I made the Old Birds female because why not? It like made you choose male or female. I was like, oh, whatever, you know. Good for you, Barb, attacking that Old Bird. Those things are traumatizing. The Yippee discovers a river. Nice. Good for him. The Forest Giant and Thumper work together for a day. It really does feel like they do that sometimes, man. The Thumper chases you out of the facility right into the waiting arms of the Giant. The Blob tries to sleep through the entire day. Cool. Haz sprains his ankle while running away from Twin. Another ankle sprain. Man, this terrain is lumpy. Helga sets the Jester on fire with a Molotov. Man, if only we could do that in the game. That's wonderful. The Coilhead begs Ross to kill her. He refuses, keeping the Coilhead alive. Coilhead just wants to die. Okay. Bracken stalks the eyeless dog. Love it. Usually it's the other way around. The Nutcracker and Goon split up to search for resources. Jeb picks flowers. Jeb? That's adorable. Alright, let's proceed. 3 cannon shots are heard in the distance. First Sarah, then me, killed by Goon, and then the Jester, killed by Helga. Not bad for the first day. Of course I get taken out on day 1, within the first minute, but honestly, what a way to go. Getting decapitated by my bro. By my homie. My goodness, that's gonna be fun. Anyways, let's proceed. Night 1, Goon, my murderer, Thumper, Barb, and the old bird form a... Oh dear God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. So, Goon, the Thumper, Barb, and the old bird all take themselves out. Well, alright. On night 1, they've been in the arena for like a few hours. That went down quickly. I'm gonna be yelling at him on the comms as soon as he gets in. I like to imagine that in this version, when you get killed, you just go into like the spectator camera, like in Lethal Company, and you can just like yell at the person who killed you. Oh my goodness. Anyways, the Bracken is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Helga is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Gingy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The Mimic quietly hums. They do that. Like, we have the Skinwalker mod. They'll hum. It's creepy. The Nutcracker, the Forest Giant, and the Blob sleep in shifts. Haz thinks about home. Oh, Haz. The Ghost Girl forces Ross to kill Twin or Eyeless Dog. He refuses to kill, so Ghost Girl kills him instead. My god. Damn, Ghost Girl, what a maniac. So I guess Ghost Girl just killed Ross. But Twin and the Eyeless Dog are okay. Alright. The Coilhead, Yippee, Jeb, and Deadpool tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Yeah, that's really in character. Manson is woken by nightmares. Oh, Manson. Proceed. Day 2. Gingy sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Good for her. Eyeless Dog collects fruit from a tree. Oh my god. Manson sets off an explosive, killing the Nutcracker, the Mimic, Jeb, and the Ghost Girl. Damn, son! 4 for 1. Go off, Manson! Oh my goodness. Twin goes hunting. That's intimidating. Coilhead overhears Helga and Yippee talking in the distance. They're both just saying Yippee back and forth. Haz overhears the Forest Giant and Deadpool talking in the distance. I don't know what they would be talking about. The Bracken camouflages himself in the bushes. Yeah, oh my god, that's hilarious, because the Bracken he's got flowers, he's got leaves on him. That works. He'd be really good at camouflaging. Blob. The Blob accidentally steps on a landmine. The fallen tributes. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Oh my goodness, what a bloodbath. This was not the bloodbath, this was the bloodbath today. Goon has died, the Thumper has died, Barb has died, the old bird has died, Ross died, Nutcracker died, the Mimic died, Jeb died, the Ghost Girl died, and the Blob died. Good lord of mercy, I don't even know who's left. Okay, night 2. Helga and Gingy tell stories about themselves to each other. They do. They do indeed. That's nice. Deadpool starts a fire. The Eyeless Dog and Twin talk about the tributes still alive. It's nice that they're getting along. The Bracken screams for help. Oh my god. Coilhead stays awake all night. Haz, Manson, and the Forest Giant sleep in shifts. Yippee questions her sanity. Okay, kind of an eventless night. That's good. Day 3. The Forest Giant tries to sleep through the entire day. Yeah, they're usually nocturnal. That scans. Deadpool discovers a river. Gingy makes a wooden spear. That's intimidating. The Yippee severely slices Manson with a sword. I don't know if he's dead though. He may still be alive. Those Yippies, man, they're not to be trifled with. Twin sprains her ankle while running away from the Bracken. I mean, we've all done it at some point. Helga explores the arena. Haz bashes Eyeless Dog's head against a rock several times. That is indeed one way to kill an Eyeless Dog. Alright, good for you, Haz. Coilhead tries to sleep in the entire day. Does that mean, is the Eyeless Dog the only one? Oh no, Manson got killed. Manson got killed by a Yippee. Oh no. Oh, Manson. Night 3. Yippee destroys Twin supplies while she's asleep. Man, brutal. You mean they steal Twin supplies, all the while putting it in a pile and yelling, Yippee! Bracken, Gingy, Forest Giant, and Coilhead all sleep in shifts. Gingy really looks happy to be in this group. Helga receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Haz and Deadpool talk about the tributes still alive. Alright, no one died. Ooh, the feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Forest Giant bashes Haz's head in with a mace. Oh, Has, no! Bracken decides not to go to the feast. Oh god. The Yippee sobs while gripping a photo of her friends and family. Yippee! Sadly, yippee! Gingy, Deadpool, Helga, and the Coilhead team up to grab food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs. Good for them. Twin decides not to go to the feast. Well, rest in peace, Has. Sorry about that. Day 4. Gingy picks flowers. Helga, Coilhead, Deadpool, and Yippee hunt for other tributes. The forest giant scares the Bracken off. And then Twin receives medical supplies. Nice. Pretty eventless day, that's good. Uh-oh, an arena event. Wolf mutts are let loose into the arena. Oh boy, aren't those just eyeless dogs? Helga knocks Yippee out and leaves her for the wolves. Oh my god, Helga just murdered the Yippee. I mean, probably knocked her out with a shovel or a stop sign. That's pretty in character. Coilhead survives. Forest giant survives. Gingy, no! Gingy is eaten by the wolves. No! The Bracken survives. I'm kind of rooting for the Bracken. Like, it would just be very in character for a Bracken to win. They've definitely squad wiped us before. They have it in them. Twin pushes Deadpool into a pack of wolves. Oh, brutal. Man, Twin is bloodthirsty. I love it. Alright. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rest in peace, Has. You got bashed in the head by a giant. Rip Yippee, Gingy, Deadpool. Man, not many people left, huh? So the Coilhead is still alive. All of District 2. District 2 has been on a killing spree. The Bracken, Helga, Twin is in District 6 is still alive. The Forest Giant is still alive. And everyone else is dead. My goodness. The Forest Giant tries to treat his infection. Helga convinces the Coilhead to snuggle with her. The Bracken receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. That's fine. What could possibly go wrong there? Twin goes to sleep. Good for her. Get a good night's sleep. Day 5. Coilhead and Forest Giant hunt for other tributes. Twin practices her archery. The Bracken goes hunting. Very in character. Helga searches for a water source. Alright, not much happened, that's alright, but we still have our final 5. You know, we got the Coilhead, the Forest Giant, Twin, the Bracken, and Helga. Alright, night 5. Twin screams for help. Bracken passes out from exhaustion. I didn't know they could do that. Helga looks at the night sky. Aww. Forest Giant questions his sanity. And then Coilhead cries herself to sleep. They're all just having a night, man. Not a very pleasant night for anyone here. Day 6. Twin receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. The Bracken travels to higher ground. Helga practices her archery. The Coilhead chases the Forest Giant. Alright, still no deaths lately. It's been kind of quiet. Okay, night 6. Twin tries to sing herself to sleep. Aww. The Forest Giant repeatedly stabs the Coilhead to death with whatever that is. A size? I don't even know what that is. I'll have to Google that. Ah! The Bracken shoots a poisonous blow dart into Helga's neck, slowly killing her. Helga, no! I'm glad the picture I chose is appropriate. My goodness. Alright, so Helga and the Coilhead taken out. It's just Twin, the Giant, and the Bracken left. Come on, Twin. Day 7. Twin makes a slingshot. The Bracken tends to the Forest Giant's wounds. That feels like cheating. Come on, Twin, you got this. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Coilhead and Helga. Rest in peace. It's getting down to it. Let's see what happens. Night 7. Twin taints the Bracken's food, killing him! Go off, Twin! She killed the Bracken! And then the Forest Giant died from thirst! Twin wins! That is awesome! Good job, Twin! Well done. Twin wins with 2 kills. Second place is the Forest Giant, who had 2 kills. The Bracken is in 3rd with 2 kills. Helga is in 4th with 2 kills. Then there's Coilhead, Deadpool. Let's see, who had the most kills? I think Manson had the most with 4. Yeah, Manson had the most with 4 kills. I love that. That's pretty in character. Now that was a good little game. Yeah, I'm in 2nd to last place because I died so quickly. I want to do another one now. Okay. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Jeb runs away from the cornucopia. The Forest Giant grabs a jar of fishing bait while the Jester gets fishing gear. Good for them working together. Twin grabs a shovel. That is lore accurate. I love it. Helga finds a canteen full of water. Nice. Good for her. Stay hydrated. If I get a message in the next round that she died of dehydration, I'm gonna call BS. Sarah runs away from the cornucopia. Sarah lived this time. Nice. The old bird runs away from the cornucopia. The Mimic finds a bag full of explosives. Oh, that can't be good. The Coilhead runs away from the cornucopia. Goon runs away from the cornucopia. He didn't decapitate me this time. Thank you for that. Gingy grabs a shovel. It's good. It's so good. So many shovels. I didn't edit that at all. That's just hilarious. The Thumper runs away from the cornucopia. He just thumps away. Ross runs away. Quill runs away. I survived this time. Nice. Eyeless Dog runs away. Barb grabs a backpack and retreats. Manson runs away. Nutcracker grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. The Bracken runs away from the cornucopia. And Deadpool finds a backpack full of camping equipment. The Ghost Girl grabs a backpack and retreats. Ooh, Haz finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. That's interesting. Let's see what he does with that. The Yippee runs away from the cornucopia. The Blob runs away from the cornucopia. No one died! I thought this was supposed to be a bloodbath. No one died. That's awesome. Okay. Day 1, here we go. The Bracken hunts for other tributes. Nice. That's accurate. Nutcracker is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Quill tends to Helga's wounds. Aww. Deadpool, Yippee, Ross, and the Forest Giant hunt for other tributes. The Ghost Girl travels to higher ground. Jeb searches for a water source. Sarah diverts Thumper's attention and runs away. That's, again, it's eerie how sometimes these are accurate events to the game. Honestly, the amount of times we've had to run away from a Thumper while it's distracted, it's pretty on par. The Old Bird and Mimic hunt for the other tributes. Yep, they sure do. Barb discovers a cave. Good for him. The Eyeless Dog searches for a water source. Everyone's thirsty. No one's died yet, though. Still no one's died. The Blob injures herself. Aw, poor Blob. Goon receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. I would not give that man an explosive. Good God. Twin steals from the Jester while she isn't looking. Gingy sprains her ankle while running away from the coil head. Yeah, you gotta run away from those bad boys. Haz receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Good for him. Manson accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Oh my goodness, that one's really accurate. That's some big Manson energy. I love it. Manson is the first one to die, as it is written. Ah, Manson, the lore-accurate Manson death. He stepped on a landmine. Nice. Okay, night 1. Ross strangles the Eyeless Dog with a rope. Oh my god, that's great. Mimic bashes Twin's head against a rock several times. No! You were in the same district. You usually have the same face. Oh god. Oh, it all comes crashing down. Nutcracker looks at the night sky. Kinda cute. Quill, the Forest Giant, and Sarah cheerfully sing songs together. Oh my gosh. Just brutal violence is happening up top, and then down here it's me and Sarah and the Forest Giant just happily singing the campfire song. The Bracken is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Yeah, suck it. Thumper and Barb sleep in shifts. Good for them. Goon starts a fire. Ha, he did, but the Bracken couldn't. Haz questions his sanity. What else is new? The Old Bird is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth, even though they have a flamethrower attached to their arm. Not sure how that works, but alright. Yippee cooks her food before putting her fire out. Nice, smart. Jeb, Deadpool, Coilhead, and the Jester sleep in shifts. The Blob and the Ghost Girl run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Unstoppable force meets immovable object. I love it. Gingy thinks about home. Oh, Gingy. Helga sees a fire but stays hidden. Day 2. The Ghost Girl begs for the Thumper to kill her. She refuses, keeping Ghost Girl alive. Alright. Blob steals from Deadpool while he isn't looking. Classic. The Forest Giant travels to higher ground. They tend to do that. Sarah searches for firewood. Helga tries to sleep through the entire day. Hashtag lazy. I love it. Jeb questions his sanity. The Nutcracker stalks Ross. Yippee searches for firewood. Quill diverts Bracken's attention and runs away. I do indeed run from the Bracken quite a lot. Haz searches for firewood. Gingy fishes. Good for her. The Jester is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Yeah, you got no shoes or pants on, man. Like, of course you're gonna get pricked by thorns. The Mimic falls into a pit and dies. Coilhead receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Goon chases Barb. Oh, how whimsical. The Old Bird receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Nice. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Eyeless Dog, who was strangled with a rope. Twin, who got bashed by the Mimic. And then the Mimic, who fell to its death. Night 2. Haz, Yippee, and Quill discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Alright, we're having a good little chat, you know? I've definitely had chats with the Yippies before. Old Bird passes out from exhaustion. Jeb stays awake all night. The Thumper cooks her food before putting her fire out. You know, good for her. Smart, smart. Ghost Girl receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Helga sets up camp for the night. Deadpool is awoken by nightmares. I love the haunted face. It works pretty well for that one. Ross convinces the Nutcracker to snuggle with him. Oh, be careful, you might get kicked. Goon tends to Barb's wounds. Aw, he went from chasing him around to tending to his wounds. They're so cute. Gingy tends to the Bracken's wounds. Wow, good for her. The Forest Giant tends to Coilhead's wounds. Okay, how did everyone get wounded? Like, and why is everyone being so kind to each other? Jester and Sarah sleep in shifts. The Blob tends to her wounds. Aw, gotta do that all by herself. No one wants to be around her, man. Poor Blob. Alright, day 3. Gingy is pricked by thorns while picking berries. It's a lot of thorny berry bushes in this arena, apparently. My goodness. Sarah questions her sanity. I construct a shack? What am I building a shack for? Hello? Because I first read that, I thought it said shank, and I was like, yeah, that's accurate, but why would I need a shack? Anyways, Deadpool, Blob, and Jeb get into a fight. Jeb triumphantly kills them both. No, Deadpool, Blob, oh! Yeah, Jeb triumphantly killing is pretty in character for him. Goon picks flowers. The Bracken receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. That's terrifying. The last thing this guy needs is a hatchet. Nutcracker, Barb, Has, Forest Giant, and the Old Bird hunt for other tributes. Helga throws a knife into the Jester's chest. Go off, Helga. You get that Jester. Get him. The Thumper picks flowers. That's kind of adorable. Ross explores the arena. The Yippie steals from the Coilhead while she isn't looking. That's also very accurate. The Yippie loves to steal. The Ghost Girl constructs a shack. So she and I are both just building. Like, we know this isn't Minecraft, right? Uh-oh, arena event. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Oh my god. The Old Bird survives. Of course, it is made of metal. I don't think a squirrel is going to do much to it. Barb survives. Oh dear lord. The Nutcracker is brutally attacked by a scurry of squirrels. That, I mean, probably smells like nuts. Like, why would they not attack it? Quill uses the squirrels to her advantage, shoving Sarah into them. Sarah, no! I promise I would never sacrifice you to the squirrels. Has survives. Helga is brutally attacked by the squirrels. Oh no! To be fair, it's probably the way she wanted to go, you know? Jeb is brutally attacked by the squirrels. Ghost Girl survives. Gingy survives. The Bracken survives. Yippie, in agony, kills Goon so he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. Oh my god. Killed by a Yippie rather than squirrels. Rest in peace, Goon. The Thumper survives. The squirrels separate and kill Coilhead and Ross. Damn. These are some brutal squirrels, man. Forest Giant survives. They probably just scurried over him, thought he was a tree. Alright, the fallen tributes. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Deadpool, the Blob, the Jester, who was fantastically killed by Helga, the Nutcracker, killed by the very thing it fears most, the nuts. Sarah, Helga, Jeb, Goon, Coilhead, Ross. Rest in peace. You will probably be remembered by dying to squirrels. At least last time it was wolves. This time it's just like, it's like the bunny from Monty Python. Like, Night 3. Yippie dies from hypothermia. Oh man. Has accidentally steps on a landmine. That's lore accurate. The Bracken, Gingy, the Forest Giant, and Barb all sleep in shifts. Old Bird tends to her wounds. The Thumper lets Ghost Girl into her shelter. I thought you were making a shack, girl. What are you doing? Quill questions her sanity. Yeah, that happens a lot. I do that a lot. The lore accurate Quill. The feast. Oh dear. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Quill decides not to go to the feast. Barb decides not to go to the feast. Ghost Girl decides not to go to the feast. Thumper and Forest Giant fight the Old Bird and Bracken. The Old Bird and Bracken survive. Nice! Oh my goodness. Gingy decides not to go to the feast. Alright, so just Thumper and Forest Giant died, but no one was really rooting for them, let's be honest. Alright, day 4. The Bracken diverts Gingy's attention and runs away. This time the Bracken's the one running. Old Bird constructs a shack. Like, what's with all the shacks? Ghost Girl and Barb hunt for other tributes. Quill, no! I stepped on a landmine. So many mines! What are we on Dine? Like, what's going on? 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Yippie, Has, the Thumper, the Forest Giant, and me, Quill. Hey, at least I lasted longer this time. Night 4, the Old Bird, Barb, and the Bracken sleep in shifts. Ghost Girl quietly hums. Gingy sees a fire, but stays hidden. Alright, Gingy, or Barb, either you got this, Gingy and Barb. Barb keeps teaming up with these giant monsters though, man. He's sticking with the big guns. Day 5. Once again, the Bracken uses the leaves on his back to his advantage and camouflages himself in the bushes. Ah! Ghost Girl dies trying to escape the arena. Rest in peace. Barb and the old bird work together for the day, and then Gingy picks flowers. Nice. One cannon shot her at the distance. It's just the Ghost Girl. Rest in peace again. You've died twice now. Night 5. Barb loses sight of where he is. The old bird and Gingy hold hands. Aww. And then the Bracken dies from thirst. Of course. Okay. Went out like a bitch. Day 6. Oh my god. Gingy bashes old bird's head in with a mace. I don't know how she reached it. And then Barb falls into a pit and dies. He missed the jump. No! Gingy wins! Let's go! I was just saying I was rooting for Gingy. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Da 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 da. 3 cannon shots are in the distance. The Bracken, the old bird, and Barb. Which means Gingy is the winner! Woo! Gingy! Let's go! Yeah! The placements. Gingy won first place with just 1 kill. Let's see, who had the most kills? 2 for the old bird, 2 for the Bracken. Hey, I didn't get last place this time. I got 6th place. Not bad at all. Not bad. I want to do this a 3rd time because that was really funny. So far the winners have been Twin and Gingy, which is quite frankly awesome. I love that none of the monsters have won yet. And it's just been the girls too. Just two female wins. Love it. Let's go. As the tributes stand on their podium, the horn sounds. The Thumper runs away from the cornucopia. The Blob runs away from the cornucopia. Deadpool and Jester fight for a bag. Jester gives up and retreats. Sarah runs away from the cornucopia. The Coilhead bashes the Mimic's head against a rock several times. I love how everyone collectively just hates the Mimic so much. Like, it's very in character though. The Nutcracker and Barb threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die? No idea. Helga runs away from the cornucopia. Manson gathers as much food as he can. Gingy runs away from the cornucopia. Oh yeah, Manson wasn't the first one to die this time. This time it was the Mimic. Followed by Nutcracker and Barb, rest in peace. Gingy runs away from the cornucopia. Twin runs away from the cornucopia. Forest Giant runs away from the cornucopia. Ross runs away from the cornucopia. Ghost Girl finds a canteen full of water. No! Haz! Quill spears Haz in the abdomen. Oh dear lord, I'm so sorry, Haz. Jeb finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Can you imagine just some tentacles holding a tiny little bow and arrow and trying to shoot it? Goon rips a mace out of the old bird's hands. Good for him, good for him. Bracken runs away from the cornucopia. Eyeless Dog runs away with a lighter and some rope. Okay. No, yippee! I mean, to be fair, these things crave death like nothing else, so that's kind of in character for them. Alright. Day 1. The Jester stalks the Blob. The Bracken steals from Helga when she isn't looking. Alright. Gingy overhears Jeb and the Thumper talking in the distance. Except all she hears is just like horrible growling noises and the roars of the damned because neither of them can speak English. She just hears Deadpool, Quill, Ghost Girl, Ross, and the old bird hunt for other tributes. Alright, kind of a power gang here. Love it. Goon, Manson, Sarah, and Twin hunt for other tributes. Eyeless Dog questions his sanity. The Coilhead begs for Forest Giant to kill her. He refuses, keeping the Coilhead alive. Alright, man. Everybody in this version yearns for the sweet release of death. They just want to go to like spectator cam so that they can eat their lunch and watch everyone else. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Mimic, the Nutcracker, Barb, Haz, who I speared through the stomach. I'm so sorry, dear God, what a horrible way to die. The Yippee, rest in peace, Yippee. You made it really far in the last 2, but this time he was just like, nah, I don't want to play this round. I'm just gonna, like, rage quit. Night 1. Ross defeats the Eyeless Dog in a fight, but spares his life. What is with Ross and these Eyeless Dogs? Didn't that happen last time? Sarah starts a fire. We didn't start the fire. Oh my god, the Thumper sets off an explosive, killing the Coilhead, Jeb, and the Ghost Girl. He must have stepped on a landmine but ran right through it. That's hilarious. Gingy convinces Deadpool to snuggle with her. Aww. Forest Giant loses sight of where he is. Alright. I mean, I wish it was like that in the game, you know, because their eyesight is stupidly good. Helga, Jester, Goon, Manson, and Old Bird sleep in shifts. Good for them. Twin, the Bracken, and the Blob discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Quill loses sight of where she is. Yeah, that one's pretty accurate. Especially on like Rend or Dine, I do tend to get lost pretty easily. Day 2. Old Bird chases Bracken. Goon attacks the forest giant, but he manages to escape. Sarah picks flowers. Aw. Manson injures himself. Accurate. Very accurate. Ross, the Thumper, Twin, and Deadpool hunt for other tributes. Okay. Kind of a bloodthirsty group here. I love it. The Eyeless Dog makes a wooden spear. Helga hunts for other tributes. A solo hunter stalking in the night. Gingy constructs a shack. The Blob picks flowers. Except instead of picking it, it just like rolls over it and the flowers get like plucked up and assimilated. Jester sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Probably kind of smart. Quill questions her sanity again. Yeah. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Coilhead, Jeb, and the Ghost Girl, all of whom got killed by the Thumper. Like, whew, that Thumper is racking up some kills. So Goon's still alive, the Bracken and Helga are alive, Manson, shockingly, is still alive, I'm still alive, the Eyeless Dog is still alive, Sarah's alive, Twin's alive, Deadpool's alive, Thumper's alive, Rip, Barb. How'd Barb die? Oh yeah, Barb and Nutcracker tried to off each other. Gingy's alive, Ross is alive, the Old Bird's still alive, and the Jester's still alive. Okay. Night 2. Gingy begs for Twin to kill her. She refuses, keeping Gingy alive. Oh my goodness. Manson, Thumper, Goon, and Blob sleep in shifts. Deadpool fends Helga, Jester, and Quill away from his fire. He's got like a broom and he's like, back, back, and we're like raccoons scurrying off into the dark. Oh my goodness. Sarah, Bracken, Ross, and Forest Giant sleep in shifts. Eyeless Dog receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Good for him. The Old Bird cries herself to sleep. I mean, you've heard the noises those monstrosities make. Yeah, I assume that's how they cry themselves to sleep. It's just like baby crying noises. Day 3. Ross runs away from Twin. Goon, the Blob, Thumper, and Jester raid the Bracken's camp while he's out hunting. Oh, Bracken, no! Manson diverts Deadpool's attention and runs away. Old Bird receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Gingy tries to sleep through the entire day. Honestly, mood. Sarah runs away from Quill. Yeah, after what I did last time with the squirrels, yeah, I'd run away too. Eyeless Dog steals from Helga while she isn't looking. Oh, Helga. Forest Giant thinks about home. Night 3. Quill thinks about home. Ross receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The Bracken tends to his wounds. Helga attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Old Bird, killing them both. It would have made a lot more sense if it was the other way around, like the Old Bird tried to climb a tree and then fell on Helga. But that's hilarious. Oh man, she must have fallen like right on its battery or something. What a fun slapstick way to get sent to spectator cam. Gingy's trap kills Sarah. Sarah, no! This is why you should have stayed in this ship. Manson sets up camp for the night. The Eyeless Dog starts a fire. That's menacing. The Blob begs for Thumper to kill her. She refuses, keeping Blob alive. Deadpool starts a fire. The Jester destroys the Forest Giant supplies while he's asleep. Goon decapitates Twin with a sword! Goon! Who keeps giving you swords? Why do you keep going for the head? That's twice now. Hey, at least it wasn't me this time, alright? If I had a nickel for every time Goon decapitated someone with a sword, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Day 4. Ross scares the Forest Giant off. Nice. Quill kills the Jester while she's resting. If only. Honestly, if only you could kill the Jester. You ruiner of runs, you. I'll kill you while you're resting. Manson sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Alright, smart, smart. Manson is still alive. He's on day 4. He survived longer than I expected. Goon and Deadpool split up to search for resources. Deadpool, get away from that maniac. He has decapitated more people than I've ever seen. The Bracken practices his archery. Good for him. Gingy stabs the Blob in the back with a trident. Oh my god. Good for you, Gingy. And then the Eyeless Dog scares the Thumper off. Alright, the fallen tributes. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Helga, the Old Bird, they died in a very slapstick way. Sarah, who got killed again. Twin and Jester, who I killed. I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of that. The Blob. I can't believe Twin got decapitated by Goon. What is wrong with this man? Night 4. The Thumper and Bracken run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Good for them. Deadpool questions his sanity. Yep. Manson and Quill tell stories about themselves to each other. Aww. Ross receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The Forest Giant sees a fire but stays hidden. Gingy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Eyeless Dog attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Goon starts a fire, as if to rub it in the Eyeless Dog's face. Day 5. Gingy camouflages herself in the bushes. She better be careful, there might be a Bracken in there. Ross and Quill split up to search for resources. Goon poisons Thumper's drink. She drinks it and dies. Wow, Goon is kind of going on a bit of a spree here. Manson is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Aw. Eyeless Dog constructs a shack. Can't make a fire, but they can make a shack, apparently. The Bracken ambushes Deadpool and kills him. Lore-accurate Bracken. Forest Giant is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Too bad, so sad. Let's proceed. 2 cannon shots are heard in the distance. Thumper, who was poisoned by Goon, and Deadpool, who had his neck snapped by the Bracken. Quite a few still alive. Goon's alive, Bracken's alive, Manson's alive, I'm alive. I got 2 kills, Goon's got 2 kills. Eyeless Dog is still alive. The Giant and Gingy are alive. Gingy's at 2 kills. And then Ross is alive. Night 5. Gingy looks at the night sky. The Bracken receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The Eyeless Dog fends Ross, Manson, and Forest Giant away from his fire. Quill and Goon sleep in shifts. I got real nervous seeing the 2 of us together. That, like, last time that happened, he cut my head off with a sword. I got my eye on you. Alright, the feast. Cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, memoirs. You know the drill. Alright, Gingy decides not to go to the feast. Goon, Eyeless Dog, and Bracken get into a fight. Goon kills them both! My god! This man is on a killing spree. Good for him. Oh my goodness. You know, I was right to put him as like District 1 or whatever. He's definitely got like that bloodthirsty training for this energy. Especially those manic eyes, good lord. If I had bothered to upload a picture of him with his little Santa hat on, it would look way more intense. Ross decides not to go to the feast. Quill decides not to go to the feast, thank god. The Forest Giant decides not to go to the feast. Manson decides not to go to the feast. So once again, nothing happened except for Goon mercilessly killing the Eyeless Dog and the Bracken. I'm scared of Goon now, he's going crazy. Oh! Day 6, Quill poisons the Forest Giant drink but mistakes it for heroin and dies. Alright. Anyways, let's pretend that I went out in a blaze of glory instead of the Princess Bride style. Drink got switched. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Goon kills Manson while he's resting. That is brutal, but also, again, very in character. The amount of times Goon has killed Manson is kind of uncanny. This man is going on a killing spree. My goodness, he's finally let out that pent-up rage. And then Gingy and Ross split up to search for resources. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Eyeless Dog, the Bracken, both of whom were killed by Goon. Me. Manson. Eyeless Dog, Bracken, and Manson were all killed by Goon. And then I accidentally poisoned myself. A la the Princess Bride. Someone's gotta take this guy down. No, he couldn't take it. Oh my god, all the murders finally got to Goon. He begs for Ross to kill him. Ross reluctantly obliges, killing Goon. Oh my god. And then the Forest Giant destroys Gingy's supplies while she's asleep. So we've only got Ross, Gingy, and the Giant left. Let's see what happens. The Forest Giant, Ross, and Gingy get into a fight. Ross triumphantly kills them both. Oh my god, Ross won. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Goon died by Ross. Forest Giant died by Ross. Gingy died by Ross. Oh my god, he really pulled it out and burned it there. And the winner is Ross from District 10. Woo! Let's go! Good job, Ross. The placements. So, Ross was the winner with 3 kills. The last 3 he killed. Gingy got 2nd. The Forest Giant got to 3rd without killing anyone. Goon, being a bloodthirsty maniac, had 5 kills. Good god. That's incredible. I love it. I got 6th place once again. I'm okay with that though. It's better than 23rd place, you know? Yeah, Mimic being in last place makes me happy. Goon had 5 kills. That's incredible. Wow. And there we go. So that was the Hunger Games Simulator, which I just kind of did for the sake of me and my friends, but you know, I'll still make this into a video and post it because it was pretty funny. And also that is literally the easiest way for me to share this video with my friends, aka Goon and Helga and Manson and Sarah and Twin and Deadpool and Barb and Gingy and Ross and Haz. But yeah, I'll link everyone's Twitch channels in the description. We stream Lethal Company pretty frequently. It's hilarious. It's about as chaotic as these Hunger Games were. So yeah, definitely go check out everyone's Twitch. That's all for this one, so bye.